Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with an all new sports reaction video, which I'm very excited to do. If you remembered, if you watched my Yankees versus Orioles brawl video, you will remember that I mentioned Sabathia and this specific incident. But before we get to this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I have a lot of videos coming soon. And I honestly mean it this time because I got a new laptop and I'm going to be able to edit quicker and edit better. So I'm very excited about that. So make sure you hit that subscribe and also hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. I even launched Patreon. If you want more information about that, check out the description below. But enough about that. I really want to get to this video because I'm super excited to watch this again. I was a huge fan of Sabathia as a Yankee because he was a team player. He was a team leader. He helped all the young guys, and a lot of the young pitchers, even the fielders, will say that he was always there for them. He was always on the bench talking to them and everything, teaching the young pitchers, just like Andy Pettitte helped him. He was giving it back to all the other pitchers. And he is so protective of his players that honestly other teams should have been very afraid to hit a Yankee, because especially if CC's pitching, because he's going to retaliate, no doubt about it. But in this incident, Tampa and the Yankees have now a rivalry. It's been, it started 10, 12 years ago between Joe Girardi, Joe Madden, then Joe Girardi, Kevin Cash, and now Kevin Cash and Aaron Boone. But it really picked up over the last few years. And this is one of the incidents that came about this rivalry. And honestly, rightfully so. CC definitely did the right thing, and we're going to see it. But he was, again, 1 or 2 innings away from getting a bonus, a $500,000 bonus. But things happen, and let's check it out.
That pitch got him on the hand, and he's headed to first. So the Rays pick up their second base runner. Take a look at this.
That was not on purpose.
Right hand.
Even though Tampa will say it was. But they think honestly, that's the one thing about Tampa, especially the now Tampa. They think every time a Yankee hits them, it's on purpose. That was not on purpose. He threw inside.
And Austin Romine will lead off the 6th. And this one behind Romine, and down he goes. Romine gets up with a look toward the mound. And the Sucre.
Rightfully so, because honestly, if you're gonna retaliate, you do not go for the guy's head. Okay? No. You do not go for the guy's head. You go for the leg. Okay? You go for the leg. Not the head. Or even just throw inside. Don't even hit them. Or throw behind them. Do not go for the guy's head. And for them to say that was not on purpose, it's so clearly a lie. Because when Sabathia hit Bowers, which was not on purpose, it was the top of the 5th inning. No, the bottom of the 5th inning. This is the top of the 6th inning, and Austin Romine is the first batter. And the first pitch is right at the guy. And you're going to tell me it's not on purpose? Nice try, Kidridge. Nice try.
Intervening, and so's Vic Carapazza.
And there's CC.
Carapazza issuing a warning, and you saw Sabathia popping out.
If you're not a fan of baseball, so when an umpire warns both benches, it means that now the other team can't retaliate, because they don't want a big thing to start happening. Except what's weird is that, so it's up also, then it's up to the umpires whether to really throw out the pitcher or not if they end up hitting. If they think it's not done on purpose, they'll keep the pitcher in. But then everyone questions them, what's the point of warning the benches if you're going to still let him, be in the game. But anyways, rightfully so. This definitely should have been warned. But again, you don't throw a guy's head. Now, I want to remind you, Austin Romine is the catcher. That's very important when the video continues.
Out.
And he gets low-bridged. And he's taking a look at it, Kittredge. You wonder if that was retribution for hitting Bowers.
You can read lips. Austin Romine asking why.
And Sabathia came out of the dugout and was kind of intercepted by Boone. Sabathia didn't like that at all.
He never liked that.
This is just too much of a targeted look from Kittredge. Four-seam fastball directly at him. When a ball gets away from a pitcher, it's usually a two-seamer that moves, and this one is planted. Here is CeCe's two-seamer that just grazed the knuckles of Bowers.
Like, it wasn't on purpose. Like, I don't get it.
No intention there at all.
No intention.
If this is indeed the answer, I can see why the Yankees would be upset. It's uncalled for. Sabathia, you can clearly see what he thought.
He's ready to take his belt off.
And he hits him. And now CeCe just lost himself $500,000 as he's thrown out of the game. That was the perfect guy to throw out. Sucre, the catcher, after they threw at Romine. And that's why CeCe's teammates love him, David.
So that's why I said to remember that Romine is the catcher. And it's just so happened that their catcher was the first person up. But CeCe, again, did the right thing. He didn't go for the guy's head. He went for the guy's leg. So, I mean, again, if you watched my Baltimore Yankees, I repeatedly said I am not a violent person. I am not a violent person. I promise you. If you see me on the streets, I'm not violent. But when it comes to baseball or sports, I just love drama. I love drama, and honestly, if you're going to go after a guy's head, you should expect something. So, continue.
CeCe don't play.
So the Yankees, now the first pitch, and Sucre is hit, and Sabathia has been ejected, and he motions to the Rays dugout as he leaves. So Sabathia came right out and hit Sucre, and Sabathia ejected.
See, what bothers me is the Tampa guy saying it's 11-0. Why? It was 7-0. Why did your pitcher go after our catcher? Then go yell at your pitcher. Don't yell at CeCe. Yell at your guy who started it. I love CeCe.
Now, the reason I said it cost him $500,000, not about a fine. If he pitched 7 innings today, he would have reached an innings plateau that would have given him a $50,000 bonus, and he was well on his way to doing that. He'd thrown just 55 pitches, coasting, and $500,000, not 50. He's got 55 pitches on the day, but he felt, hey, it was more important to send a message after they threw behind the head of Romine. He was going to plunk their catcher, and he did. And he gets thrown out of the game. So he backs up his teammates at a very costly personal price. And if you asked him, David, he didn't care.
Could care less. And you said it well, Michael. That's CC Sabathia in a nutshell right here. And what is potentially the last game he may pitch for the Yankees. He wants to pitch another year. The Yankees have him lined up to start Game 4 in the postseason, but the future's uncertain.
I was still fuming just from the fact that Kittredge threw one over our catcher's head. So that's where my frustration lies, and just glad that no one was hurt. Yeah, I think there's no...
I mean, I was pissed. I was watching this game and I was like, are you kidding me? You're gonna go for the guy's head? Seriously? Seriously. You're gonna go for the guy's head.
No question there was intent, and, you know, if you're gonna... You've had some guys hit this series, and then you're gonna throw, and you throw one over the head, then I think just kick rocks. I hated it.
You know, I think it was probably a bunch of people protecting teammates more than anything. There's not a ton to say. It looked like, you know, there was some intent there, but that's not for me to decide.
Just baseball, you know, don't really have a comment. I'm just trying to do my job, and today, obviously, I didn't do a very good job of it.
Like, he's not admit, like, he's not saying he didn't do it on purpose. And I'm so sick of Kevin Cash. Like, it's okay for his team to do it, but not for anybody else. But, yeah.
Obviously, that was a high and tight pitch. I mean, that's not a comfortable feeling for him, and it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I think we all took a step.
Up and high and pitch, the ball was at his head. It was behind his... Up and high is like inside. So I'm up at bat. This is where my head is. This is up and high. This is all the way up here. The big difference. Really big difference, Kittredge.
Exception to that. You know, I think anytime, you know, your players, you know, you feel like your players' safety's in jeopardy, you know, I think all guys take exception to that. So, you know, we all did. You know, it is what it is. They did what they did, and whatever happened after that.
CC has the most respect from every guy in this clubhouse to begin with.
I
you know,
miss
he's a
Roman.
competitor. He's one of our leaders, and you know we love when he's on the mound.
And I love that CC will not say he didn't do it on purpose, because obviously he did do it on purpose. Unlike Kittredge, who will deny that he did it on purpose, when CC had no problem saying, yeah, I did it. But again, that's why I love CC, because he's a team leader, a team supporter, and if you're going to go after his team, he's going to go after yours. I do. I miss CC, because every time we play the Rays, I'm like, man, I wish CC was here. Especially last year. Was it last year when Kevin Cash said that they had a bullpen full of 98-mile-per-hour pitchers, which was basically a threat to the Yankees? I think it was last season. But anyways, that is one of the reasons I love CC. There are a few others which I might get to another time. But yeah, there we have it. CC Sabathia protecting his teammates. What did you guys think of this? Did you think, one, did CC really throw at Bowers on purpose? Did Kittredge throw at Romine on purpose? And then, obviously, do you agree with what CC did at the bottom of the 6th inning when he went after their catcher? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know if there are any other sports-related content you would like me to react to. I am here for it. So make sure you comment below. And again, subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.